Hey everyone, and welcome to AMC Movie Talk for movie fans. I'm Chrisley Kennedy, and this is the show that brings you the day's biggest movie news with insight to what it all means. Joining me, as always, is AMC Movie News Senior Editor, Jon Campea.
Greetings, everybody. I send you salutations from this very comfortable seat, my delicious tea, and hopefully I won't cough my way through this episode.
We also have director of the upcoming film ABCs of Death, Jon Schnepp.
Coming on video on demand and then cinemas. Go buy it, see it.
and AMC Movie News Associate Editor, Amirose Eisenbach.
Hey there. Hey, odd boys.
All right, guys, today we're going to get things started with this. The highly anticipated Superman movie, Man of Steel, opens in AMC theaters everywhere on June 14th. There's always a lot riding on the release of a big movie, but it now appears that there's a lot more at stake than we originally thought. According to a new report in Variety, the success or failure of Man of Steel will determine if there is going to be a Justice League movie at all. Stakes are high for Man of Steel. Other than Nolan's Bat picks, Warner's has not been able to effectively exploit the DC library. Its 2011 Green Lantern underperformed, and a Justice League film wouldn't likely be in theaters before 2015, as Warner's top brass has indicated that they are awaiting results of Man of Steel, which opens June 14th, before moving further ahead. So, Schnepp, what do you think of the fate of Justice League resting on Man of Steel?
Wow. Well, I heard that news yesterday, and I just, for lack of a better phrase, grow a pair is what I'd say. It's like you're investing all this money in Man of Steel, and I can't wait to see that film. I think it's going to be the Superman movie that we've all wanted to see.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I say go for it. I mean, you got Henry Cavill, put him in Justice League. Start making it. Don't wait. I think it's silly. Are you going to wait? I just think it's a waste of time. I mean, you're going to wait, and what if it's a giant hit? Then you're going to rush into production and rush a script, and that's a bad way to go. Start planning it out. Make it happen. I think it's, look at how Marvel did their movies. They released one at a time. Hey, this one didn't work. We recast this guy. That's what you guys just did. You had Superman Returns. It didn't work. You recast Superman. Are you going to wait 4 years and then recast Superman for the Justice League and another Superman for another sequel? I think you just go for it,
I think one of the most frustrating things about this is that a friend of mine who works closely with the studio said to me the most frustrating thing is that nobody's got a plan.
Yeah.
Nobody's got a plan, and I've tried to argue with them and say no. I choose to believe they secretly have a plan. But when you hear stuff like this, it just screams we have no plan. Mm-hmm. Have some faith in what you're doing. And look, if tragedy happens and it completely bombs, okay, pull the plug later if you absolutely must. But believe in the project you've got and start planning accordingly. Start putting a roadmap ahead. Warner Brothers is acting reactionary instead of proactively like Marvel and Disney did.
I agree.
Yeah, and I think they can do a great job with Justice League if they start planning and being, judicious about what they want to do instead of just saying, well, what happens here? Oh, now let's turn left. What happens here? Right. Now let's turn right. It just won't work that way, Amirose.
I also think they have a great way to reintroduce Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern. Let him be Green Lantern in Justice League. And for as bad and uneven as the Green Lantern movie was, there were some cool parts in it. Look, just let him be that character. People will go back to the Green Lantern after they see the cool new Justice League and be like, oh yeah, those parts are cool.
Yeah,
at least
agreed.
the origin is taken care of.
I understand both sides of it. I mean, I do. I worked at Warner Brothers for 3 years, and I really do understand the studio mentality as well. I mean, most importantly, as a fan, they need a roadmap. That's number one. We all agree on that. But the thing is, they don't have the trust from their fans yet, and I think they recognize that. They have not been making good superhero movies. A lot of them have been laughable. X-Men First Class is the first one that actually got on the map for me. But most of them have not really done it justice. So as a fan, we want to know that you're going to treat our property well. It looks like Man of Steel is going to do that. And if they do, as numbers project and as hope projects, I think that they could say, okay, this is the path we have to go. These are the kind of filmmakers we have to go. This is the tone and everything like that. But I mean, I really do see both sides because we don't have trust right now. But if you don't believe in yourselves, we're not going to believe in you. So what Marvel has done with the property, I think they should just, like you're saying, have a little more balls and just commit to Justice League, have a map, make it as close to the comics as possible, make it badass, and then that can set the tone for the larger universe and the standalone films.
All right, well, now we come to the new segment on the show, Buy or Sell. Here's how basically it's going to work. Chris Lee's going to bring up some other movie news stories, and then the three of us are going to say whether we buy it or sell it. So, Chris Lee, what are we starting with?
Okay, we are starting with this. Were you looking forward to seeing Star Wars Episode 2 and 3 in 3D release later this year? Well, I have bad news. As Lucasfilm put out the following press release, Lucasfilm has decided to postpone this fall's scheduled release of Star Wars Episodes 2 and 3 in 3D. Given the recent development that we are moving forward with a new Star Wars trilogy, we will now focus 100% of our efforts on Star Wars Episode 7 in order to ensure the best possible experience for our fans. We will post further information about our 3D release plans at a later date. Amirose, buy or sell Star Wars canceling the 3D release?
Kind of double negative there. I would say buy that they are canceling it. I really don't care that much about the first two. I don't think they did the franchise justice. Yes, let's focus our efforts on Episode 7 and make it badass.
All right, I'm going to sell this. But the reason I'm selling this is not because I don't think it's a good idea to cancel it. It is. I am selling this fake lie that they're putting out that, oh, we're canceling so we can focus our energies on Star Wars Episode 7.
It's going to be
great. It's a completely different division. The guys writing the script ain't doing the 3D. The reason they are canceling these films is because, no, not because of money. It's because they don't want to associate the failure of Episodes 2 and 3 with the new Star Wars Episode 7. So it's smart that they're doing it. I'm just selling the explanation that they're giving. Schnepp?
You know what? I go with both buy and sell. Both. Sell the old prequels. Fire sale.
Yeah, fire sale that shit.
And then buy into the brand new Star Wars with the tasty Abrams flavor. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited about it. Bring Luke Skywalker back. I need to see him do some stuff with a saber. He's got to be backflipping at age 60. Mark Hamill, get on that. So I'm all excited about it. So buy and sell.
All right.
Want to do that?
You just did.
As most of you know, Jessica Alba is returning to Sin City 2 as her character Nancy, and this time she'll be doing a lot more dancing. In a recent interview, Alba said, "I had to learn a bunch of new dance sequences for it. I do a lot more dancing in this one." She added that she needed 3 months to prepare for the part. "It was kind of crazy. It was very, very difficult, and you'll see why." Schnepp, buy or sell more dancing for Alba?
Bye. I think she's been practicing on the pole, is what I'm getting.
Yep.
That's what I hear. I think she should go just chaps only with a lasso. Graphic novels, she was totally buck naked with the chaps. Come on, Alba, you've been practicing, getting that body all worked up. Let's see some nudity.
I would also buy. I think Alba is absolutely gorgeous, and the less acting and more dancing would be better for the film. So, bye-bye.
I am going to sell this, and the reason I'm selling it is just that the whole totality of the fact that I really don't care that she's in this movie at all.
She's so hot.
You know what? I could throw a quarter out this door, and that quarter will hit 20 hot women in Los Angeles before it hits the ground.
That looked like Jessica Alba.
I'm selling it. I'm selling it.
Sacrilegious.
Campea, you're
Boo! All right. Paul Giamatti is reportedly in talks to play Rhino in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 from director Mark Webb. Rhino is the second villain on board for the film, including Electro, who will be played by Jamie Foxx. The Rhino first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man number 41 in 1966 as a thug from a Soviet bloc country who wore a superhuman suit with a deadly horn on top. That made him invulnerable while giving him super strength and speed. John, buy or sell Paul as Rhino?
I'm buying this. It's never a mistake to incorporate talent into your film. Paul Giamatti is one of the best actors out there today. I also like the character. And to some people who complain that you can't have two villains, look, X-Men 2 showed us you can have two primary villains and make it work well. Don't let Spider-Man 2 scare you off. Amirose?
Yes, bye. Paul Giamatti is the man, and to imagine him as Rhino sounds awesome. And then, already included with Electro, Jamie Foxx playing him. It'll be interesting to see if they have chemistry, but I love Paul Giamatti, and I'm excited for Mark Webb's sequel.
Schnepp?
Schnepp.
Man, totally selling that. Just kidding. Bye. he was born to have his face inside of a giant rhino body. Like,
High
imagine
aspirations.
the little pluggy face, like, hey, come here, Spider-Man. Paul Giamatti is the Rhino. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That'll do for by say, listen, but you know, let me jump back to somewhere. We were talking about Superman just a while ago. I want to bring something up. You may have seen this online. Schnepp here has a new film project that he's developing regarding Superman and that infamous Tim Burton, Nicolas Cage Superman that never got made. So Schnepp, just tell everybody about that a little bit for a second.
Yeah, it's just something I've been like really interested in over the last 10 years and kind of got a little obsessed over the last 3 years. I would always be checking online like, oh, that weird Brainiac skull ship. I wonder what other art's popping up online. So I would do like a search every couple months and find all this new, really cool artwork. And I'm in the camp where I wanted Superman Returns to be a little bit different than what it was. So that made me keep returning to the Superman Lives project, where he had this bizarre, like, colorful robot outfit. He's fighting a Brainiac creature with a giant, you know, that's where the spider legs come from that infamous Kevin Smith story. So I just started doing a lot of research, and then I talked to a lot of friends. They were like, you should just do a documentary. You seem really into it, and you know how to do this stuff. So I was like, over the last couple of months, I thought about it. I was like, I'm going to try doing it. And lo and behold, a lot of other people have very similar interests in it as I do. I'm not out to make fun of it. I'm out to explore it and actually kind of sing the praises of trying to do something different with a character and a property. I think it could have been a great thing. It would have been 15 years ago. We live in the future now. We'd be looking at it like it's, look at the strange thing from 1998. All in a DVD. It's over now. 30 more Supermans have happened. There's cartoons. He had a red and blue outfit. He was made of electricity. He's always had different outfits. So I think I'm really into the project, and thank everyone out there who's contributed to the Kickstarter. I'm looking forward to making it, so hopefully I'll be making it.
Yeah, and I wanted to
guys.
highlight that he's funding this completely through Kickstarter, which is really great. Already have a huge response, but I'm going to put a link in the show notes. So just jump into the description of this video, and you'll see a link to where you can contribute to the Kickstarter as well. But listen, that'll do it for us. We're totally out of time. But before you go anywhere, click that subscribe button. Become a subscriber on our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's totally free. It'll keep you up to date on everything going on in the world of movie news, our editorials, and of course our daily AMC Movie Talk show. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/AMC Theaters. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/AMC Theaters. And listen, if you like an audio-only version of this show, hop on over to iTunes and just search for AMC Movie Talk. You'll find an audio-only version of our show there. Or find us on Stitcher Radio. You can find links for all those, once again, in the show notes below. I want to thank Amirose Eisenbach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Director, Mr. Jon Schnepp.
Hey.
Give us Project Love. Yay!
And our host today, Miss Chrisley Kennedy. Chrisley, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you guys. Listen, the most important part of this show is not what we have to say, it's what you have to say. Jump into the comments section. Let us know your thoughts on all the topics we brought up today. We patrol those things, read everything that you guys write to us, so make sure you jump in there and do that. And once again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That'll do it for us. Until tomorrow, my name's John Campea for AMC Movie News. Bye-bye.